I think I was kind of lucky in a way because I'm the first person to show in the British Pavilion who actually works in a way that I do. The nature of the space and the positioning of the space that I was to do it in was a problem because the building is listed, it's very solid, it's got huge thick walls, the doorways are where the doorways are, they're never going to move. You can't dig another one through another. Started thinking about the darkroom pieces and their relationship to the architecture of Venice, but then the immediate sort of horror at the thought of taking photographs of Venice, because it does seem very much like a city that's had its soul sucked out of it through photography. So I started thinking, well, if I were to make a darkroom, try to displace the visitor to some other place, which could potentially sort of like look like Venice, sort of like where would it be? And my immediate thought was Istanbul, which had already been in my mind in terms of Venice because of its historical links to the Byzantine Empire and its later sort of like relationship with the Ottoman Empire. But then, obviously, I'd made a darkroom in the 2003 Istanbul Biennale, so I thought, well, I can't do that again. But then I thought, well, maybe I can. Maybe the idea of rebuilding another Biennale inside of another Biennale is kind of an interesting thing to do. I mean, it certainly makes a certain comment on the sort of like structure of these biennales and of the art world. In the end, the potential of like building the interior courtyard and taking it right through to be an open courtyard through the plastic skylight roof. The one thing that isn't contemporary with the building's construction was a bit of a given. If I could have done, I would have made it more open so that there would be more ways in and out, but because of the nature of the building and its doorways and its architecture, it actually made that quite difficult. So there is quite a prescribed route through it. Venice is very much part of my own history in terms of the work I've made over the last 10, 15 years. Probably the first time I ever came into any kind of real kind of international view in terms of my work was in 2001 with a sort of satellite work for the Venice Biennale then. So being asked to make a work for the British Pavilion in Venice for this year was that's kind of an incredible thing to be doing. The visibility for the work and the remit's a difficult one, so it's always interesting.